So just to put it to perspective, I am in charge of East Africa community, but we'll park that aside. I'm in charge of arid and semi-arid lands. And just to paint the picture, 89% of the land mass in Kenya is now arid and semi-arid lands. It covers 40% of our population in the country. 70% of all the livestock is in ASAL areas. 90% of our wildlife is in those areas. 90% of all the renewable sources of energy are in those areas. All the minerals, energy minerals are in those areas. The rich cultures, but those are the least developed. They are the ones without food and the marginalized. And despite our constitution providing that there should be no marginalization of whatever nature, we are in those lands. And those lands, nature has not been very kind because there isn't good distribution of rain. That being the situation, I believe over the years in our country, many things have been done, but Your Excellency, it looks like there is something we have to do differently so that these areas get sustainable solutions and become more resilient. As we sit here today facing the worst drought, some of the relief food we are getting for our country is coming from deserts. Our ASALs are better than deserts. And so, Your Excellency, I'll be at the table jogging my minds together with other stakeholders to get a sustainable solution. I like strides to sustainability, and I therefore thank all of you here today for the immediate help that we have, but also look forward to working with you for better sustainability, not only here in Kenya, but to East Africa community. Thank you and God bless you. I now invite.
That's why we are engaged in a very aggressive program on irrigation. And we are calling upon you people in the private sector to partner with us in government through our public-private partnership program to build dams, to do desalination. We are open. And you know this better than us. So we are welcoming you to join us. The era of where the government can do everything is gone. And there is no shame or pretense about that. We need to reach out to you in the private sector, work with you, ensure that 3-4 years down the line, we don't come here again. And I want to assure you that the government of the President William Ruto and Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is very much committed to ensure that we have food security and food reliability so that we can be able to feed our people whether there is rain or there is no rain. When God listens to us, or when sometimes he gets busy and he decides to listen to Uganda more than he listens to us, which is what is happening now. You know, our neighbors, Uganda, for example, if you look at the percentage of arable land in Uganda, for example, every inch of Uganda is arable. Yet, you know, we are really a desert country. We are largely a desert country. So we cannot gamble with the little percentage of arable land that we have. Because we still have large sections of this country which are not completely arable. We have to do everything to maximize production from the percentage that is arable. And even the one that is not arable, we are not saying it's useless. So again, the era of useless Kenya and useful Kenya ended with the sessional paper number 1 of 1965. The Kenya of today, every piece is arable, and that's why Rebecca is here as our CS for arid and semi-arid, because even her, she'll be at the forefront of ensuring that she's contributing to this kitchen. to the Kenyan kitchen through livestock and such other things. Having said that, I also want to thank KM for the journey we started 2 weeks ago when we hosted the president for launching our new vision, 20 by 30 vision, which is aimed at ensuring that by the year 2030, which is only 8 years away, we raise the percentage of manufacturing contribution to GDP to 20%, up from 7%. And this we have to do. I've told Raju and the board and everyone that manufacturing is your business, but it's our business as government also.
In the country, by bringing together people from diverse drought intervention, but also the economic transformation, whatever we'll be producing. And that is a question we must ask ourselves.
Ministry of EAC, Madam Rebecca MIANO, all secretaries who have just been formally appointed yesterday. Congratulations. Your Excellency affects the outcome to others, and that the development must balance social that are currently food insecure, ensuring that we are taking care of the severe shelf life of many of this agricultural produce. For instance, milk in its raw form can only stay for. We remain cognizant of our responsibility to the committee. Come and invite the cabinet secretaries to come and say a few words. Thank you.
As you have seen. So, our Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, these guys, you know, beat some of us in arriving. When we had the President, Honorable Gachagua, he told us, guys, you're driving for KEM, for industrialization, is a win for this country. And that is how we're going to create jobs.
You truly hit the ground running. We have, for the last 1 month or more, are malnourished, meaning they are not well fed, they are not receiving the nutrition. Women, young children, communities having to walk very long distances, some up to 40 suboptimal. This means then these same communities are dealing with this on ahead if we put our hands together. To date, a lot of actions have been taking place, and Kenya Red Cross, as one of the leading humanitarian actors with you, we are present in the 47 counties of Kenya with a network of over 260,000 support the distribution, and particularly targeting those hardest to reach. Indeed, it is true we have very many people in need across the country, but it is important to commitment to continue working together with you and to ensure that the accountability mechanisms that we will put in place on the table are those that ensure the most
are going to become less and less as this course gets done. For instance, I've been told, rather than call our CS, who is ours, Moses.
It covers 40% of our population in the country. 70% of all the livestock is in those areas. 90% of all jogging my minds together with other stakeholders to get a sustainable solution.
You know this better than us, so we are welcoming you to join us. The era of where the government can do everything, you have to do everything to maximize production from the percentage that is arable. And even the one that is not arable, we are not saying it's useful.
I'll be convening a meeting of all our civil servants at the senior levels to give them in black and white the new policy direction. We must bring to an end bureaucracy and red tape in matters investment and entrepreneurship. And we also must make it easy through the online platform. You don't have to go to the county government of Nairobi, I don't know to which office, to look for a license. These are things that we must do very quickly. It is the kind of arrogance, the kind of ineptitude, the kind of lack of discretion
in the previous administration. We will be very happy to work with the government. Finally, I want to say thank you very much for calling money to Red Cross, because they have integrity, they have got a good name, they are transparent. Those of us in government, our name is not very good, but we are going to make it better along the way. So we don't want to touch your money for now. In another 1 year of struggling and fighting for the food and scrabbling for it, so we'll be sitting down with Red Cross to agree on the areas we want to target, and we'll work with our government officials and other leaders to go there and flag can restart once more, and we have some money circulating in the economy. Once we have some money circulating in the economy, all of us will feel it. So finally, I want to echo the President's request. Please pay your taxes. Don't wait for us to push you around. We need the money to give you services, to build roads, to connect electricity, to have water provision, competence, and we are sure that she'll add value to our government and to the people of Kenya. So I want to say thank you very much for...
Very quickly. So off you go. Who's next? Tropical, are you ready? It's first come, first serve. Yeah, if you're here, just go. Yeah, you don't have a check here. Okay. 600,000. Apex Steel, Tononoka Steels. Next. 500,000. 600,000. Okay. United Millers, DPL. Safar Group. Coca-Cola bottles, butter shoes. You come. Mabati Rolling Mills, 1 million shillings. CKL, Mushai, Deloitte East Africa, Jetlag Foods, How to Do Leather, 1 million shoes. Kenafric Manufacturing, Unilever. Yeah, keep coming here. Cooper Limited, 1 million shillings. Yeah. 1 million shillings. Capwell Industries, Defki Group, Millie Glassworks, Coca-Cola, quickly, Mwenda. Hi. That's Coca-Cola. Is that 2 million? Huh? How much? 2 million shillings. Isuzu East Africa. Edible oil sector. Cereal Millers Group. Who are you? Seco. 2 million shillings. It's huge, yeah. Yeah. Centum Investments. Smart Applications. Isuzu East Africa.